Good morning, Miss Sanchez.
Morning.
How are you?
Freezing.
Yeah, that's what happens when you walk outside when it's cold.
Yeah, it's really cold.
Hi. Say hi.
Good morning, puppy. We love puppies in the morning. Good morning, Jacob. Good morning, Teresita.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. You're just like needy today. You needy?
I get that. Dogs need extra love sometimes. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning.
How are you today, Larry? How are you, Jacob?
Doing good.
I'm doing good. How about you?
Who's got that whimsical music in the background?
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Okay.
Echo. Stop.
Don't you love Amazon products?
If only you could do that with the kids.
I know, right? The other day I was ordering parts, like mechanical parts, and I had to spell, the letters, and I start Echo Alpha, and then this thing pick up and get into my conversation. I'm like, oh no, and the guy started laughing.
It happens all the time. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Sarah. Oh, greatness this morning. I love it. What I was thinking about today is I went and listened to some of those calls, some of the script off challenge calls that I told you guys about yesterday, going to KW Connect and listening to. And I wrote down some of the objections they were given, and I'm going to give them to you and let you guys handle it and see how you like it. And we're going to work together on building a better script around it. How's that sound?
Good.
All right, pick a number between 1 and 14, or 1 and 15. If you're being silly, it's between 0 and 15.
7.
7. All right, Teresita, this is for client referrals. Right now, I just don't know anyone that's looking.
Well, keep in mind if you know or have a family member, keep in mind that I can help, like I help you.
Perfect. Anyone else want to give that one a shot?
Well, Dan, that I certainly understand, and I appreciate you taking a moment to think about that. What I'd like you to tuck in the back of your head is that sometime in the next week or two, you're probably going to overhear someone talking about buying or selling a house or moving or something like that. When you hear that, would you please think of me and either get their name and phone number to give to me, or just give them my information. It's real easy to remember, just larrythehouseguy.com. All my contact info is there. Just love you to keep me top of mind if you hear about someone talking about buying or selling a house.
Okay. I like it. Anyone else give it a shot?
I wrote down your script from yesterday. It's
Let's
not
go
going
with
to roll off the tongue or anything. Okay, so you said you don't know anybody. Okay. Do you know anyone that would want to win the lottery?
Yeah.
Right? Awesome. Well, right now people are getting 10 to 20% more on their home than they would have last year, effectively hitting the real estate lottery. Can you think of anybody who might want to win the real estate lottery?
Maybe me.
And then maybe you'd like to be an investor then. Have you ever thought of that?
There you go. I like it. Spewing into a different conversation. I like it. Good stuff.
See, I write down.
That's good stuff. Great job, Teresita. Larry, pick a number between 0 and 15.
3.
3, seller. Larry, I really appreciate you coming over. I'm ready to sign contracts to get this house sold. I just really don't want to sign in my front yard.
Well, I understand that, and that's not the first time we've heard that request. However, one of the things about putting the sign in the front yard is that if you want to sell your house for the most money as quickly as possible, that sign does help with the folks that are even just looking for the house when they come out to look around. If they see it listed, that sign lets them know where the house is on the street. But additionally, we need to get the word out to as many people as possible, as quickly as possible, in order to maximize the sale of your home.
Okay. I like it. Who else wants to give it a shot? No?
Crickets.
Crickets. All right, guys, don't be scared. Welcome Desiree and Steven to your first script call. Excited to have you guys join us.
Morning.
Finally made it.
Your script yesterday was what was it? If you were to allow a sign in the yard, would you allow the market to buy you out of the inconvenience of having a sign in your front yard?
Right? Something like that. So what we're doing, guys that just joined in, is I got a list of scripts and you're going to pick a number and you're going to try to handle it. So the one we just did is, I'm ready to sign the contracts. I want to list my house with you. I just don't want to sign in the front yard. The response that, as Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I completely understand that. My job is to make sure that I sell your house in the least amount of time for the most amount of money and the least amount of hassle. It sounds like to me that the sign in the yard is going to be a hassle to you. Is that correct? Yeah. Well, that being said, I'm not worried about the sign helping driving in some traffic to get you an offer. With the market being as hot as it is, I don't have any issue that we're going to get an offer. My concern is without the sign there, we may not get the highest and best offer we could have. And I would hate for you guys to leave money on the table. Now, let me ask you, are you willing to allow the market to buy you out of that convenience? Great. Sign here. Let's get things moving. Pick up on the nuances.
And I do have a question for you. So buy you out of the market kind of sounds like a real estate term. So what if someone says,
let the market buy you out of the inconvenience?
Okay, so somebody might go, well, what does that mean?
Or you can say, would you allow the market to pay for that inconvenience?
Yeah, there you go.
There's another thing. So however it works in your brain is how you're gonna be able to deliver it. So
yeah, I was thinking from a layman's terms, they're gonna go, what do you mean by a sign in the yard is gonna buy me, or someone's gonna buy me out of the inconvenience? I don't understand what you're talking about.
would you allow the market to pay for that inconvenience?
Yeah.
And
How
also-
does the sign actually bring you more money for the offer, though? Just wondering.
Let me ask you this, Nicole. When was the last time you went to a business? A store or an office or anything?
I don't know. The other day. Yes, the other day.
How did you know you were in the right place?
Oh, I see. Okay, so just landmarking that's the house for sale on the drive-by or whatever.
There's a lot of ways of talking about it.
Yeah,
Now-
and then, the
ahead.
neighbors, the neighbors will bring you customers as well if they see the sign up.
Right.
Okay.
It's a big conversation to have on there. And you can bring that up and people are like, well, what's the sign going to do for me? You can ask that question. When was the last time you went to a restaurant or to an office at any point? And they go, well, today. Okay. How did you know you were at the right place?
Okay.
Oh, and then you usually get that same response. Oh, okay.
It
Yeah,
almost
okay.
makes it seem like too that it's being done at a discount or something. I wonder if we could tie that in. It's sort of like, would you expect to pay the same at a garage sale as you would at a retail store? It's almost like not a real listing without the sign. I don't know how to put that more tactfully, but.
Well, Mara, that's a great point. Mara, I can understand that you may think that having a sign in the yard might be a disadvantage. I just don't want my neighbors to know I'm selling the house.
Well, they might bring us a buyer.
You can say, oftentimes your neighbors know about your house being on the market because they're looking at the neighborhood trends or the MLS, and they may know somebody that's interested. Why wouldn't we want your neighbors to know? We want to bring as much activity to the house as possible so that we can get your home sold.
In the short amount of time.
It goes back to that thing. My job is to sell your house for the least amount of time, for the most amount of money, the least amount of hassle. So, all right. Renee, are you ready or are you working?
Am I ready for what?
Are you ready or are you working?
I'm not doing anything right now.
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 15.
7.
So I already did 7. Can't be 7 or 4. Or
No, 3.
maybe 7 or 3.
13.
13, sign call. I want to know the price on the house at 123 Main Street.
Well, I don't know what we're doing.
And
that.
objective.
Just like that. It's how you get a phone call randomly.
No,
wanna
but
do-
I missed. Are we scripted?
Just this one.
I'm
Huh?
confused.
Her response to his question was a number of one out from 1 to 15 or various questions. We're doing script practice on that. He's asked you the question as a sign caller. Hey, what can you tell me about the house at 123 Main Street?
I want to see how on the ball you guys can be without much setup.
Okay, so am I supposed to respond now that I picked
I
up?
called you, ring. Hey, I want to know the price on 123 Main Street.
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this.
You have to be. That's the
Oh,
thing.
thanks. Thanks for calling on that property. We've been getting a lot of calls on that. If you don't mind, while I'm pulling that up for you, can I get your email address in case you want me to send you anything?
I don't want you to give my email address.
Oh, that's okay. I understand. So what would you like to know about the property?
I just wanted the price.
I'm not prepared for scripting this morning.
Would you say, could you give a ballpark? Like, it's around 250. Let's get together next week at 2:00 on Tuesday and we'll talk about it further.
No, when you say it's around 250, like what's the price? I just want to know the price.
Yeah, you have to give them the price.
Oh,
Well, we would ask things like, are you working with anyone? Have you been pre-qualified? What price point are you hoping to buy in? Something like
Right.
Or what about the house interests you?
All these things.
Right.
So who wants to give it a shot from the top? Robin does? You want to give it a shot, Ms. Bender? All right, Ms. Bender. Ring. Yeah, I'd like to know the price of 123 Main Street.
Hi, well, let me look that up for you real quick. What was so interesting about the house? Do you know?
Love the neighborhood.
Oh, I know, it's a fabulous neighborhood. Now this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's currently listed at $249,500. Is there a time that you might be able to come and see it? I'd love to show it to you.
No, I don't have time. Thank you so much for your call. Have a great day.
Oh, should
You
have
got
asked for
7
more
names up for me.
information.
All right, somebody call me.
ring.
This is Big Dan Color in Southern Arizona.
I'm trying to find out the price of the house at 123 Main Street.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's the house getting a lot of calls today. Who am I talking with?
Nicole Sanchez.
Awesome, Mr. Sanchez. Let me look that up for you and make sure it's still available. Tell me your email address so I can send you over the information on it when I pull it up.
Nah, you got my phone number. You don't need my email.
Oh, would you like me to just text you the information?
Yeah,
Perfect.
that'd be fine for now.
Okay. Would you have access to the link to look at the photographs as well, or would you like to see it in person?
I can just see it in the photos.
Okay, great. What was it about the house that stood out to you most?
The neighborhood.
Awesome. Is that the neighborhood you're looking in solely?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's awesome. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get you information on it. Why don't I send you over a Zoom link right now? We can discuss furthermore what you're looking for in that house. So this house is the one. I want to make sure I find you one that's perfect for it. That neighborhood is super hot right now. I'll send you over the Zoom link right now. I get to know a little bit more about you and what you're looking for and give you all the information you need to make a well-informed decision. I'll send that link.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
You see how you kind of just bombard them with information? Did I give her the price? Did I get her name? I got agreement to send her a message through text. She confirmed that it was her phone number and her cell phone.
Yeah, I don't think you did give her a price, did you? I can't remember.
No.
Oh,
Did not. So, all right. Mara, pick a number between 1 and 15.
Do we have 10 yet?
No, 10 it is. Mara, we love you. We've been thinking about selling our house. I just don't think it's smart to mix family and friends and business.
Well, I can understand that. Obviously, I wouldn't want to jeopardize our friendship either, but I think you know enough about me to know that I would work super hard for you. And I don't anticipate, I mean, every real estate deal could have issues, but you know that I would be communicating with you constantly. And I guess I should know, you know, what things would you expect from your realtor that I can make sure that I would do?
I mean, just get my house sold.
All right. Well, I think you know my stats kind of speak for themselves and my references that I sent over. So even though I know you, I sent you that list of folks letting you know that I do work super hard for my people. My average days on market is less than 20 days. Usually my listings have been selling in 2 or 3 days in this market. So, and, you know, we've talked about all the great things we can do to market your house and get it ready to go. You know, I'll be super honest with you to say, you know, you need to declutter this and we need to stage this and in this way. And, you know, if you need to clean it up, I'm going to be really honest with you. So, you know, let me know of any other concerns.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Break script. Good job. I like it.
Never actually had to do that one, but
I'm sure it'll come up. So who else wants to take a shot? Dun, dun, dun.
I've had other people say that they're going to use a family friend, and I've tried to say, "Are you sure you want to use a family, you know, someone in your family? Because every deal has challenges, and if something goes wrong, you wouldn't want to hurt that friendship."
The opposite side of it. How about this for, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you know, if you know your friends, hey, Bobby and Jane, I completely understand you would hate to mix friends and business. I fail to believe that anyone out there would look after your best interest better than I would. We've known each other for 15 years. No one out there cares more about your family and what your goals are than I do. I will take care of you to the highest standard. You know that. You know it by my track record. So let's get this household, okay? It could be simple. You have something, Miss Stephanie? Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning. I guess this is the topic of the day.
All the script. We're running through the gauntlet. You want to give a number a go? Pick a number between 1 and 15.
Yeah. Like, well, I'll say 6, but I don't know if that's my number, but okay.
All right, 6 it is. This house has been on the market so long, there's got to be something wrong with it. Buyer. I'm your buyer.
Okay.
This house has been on the market so long, there's got to be something wrong with it.
There's got to be something wrong with it. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, how would I handle that? Wow. So you're the buyer and I'm your real estate agent. That's what's going on. Okay. Yeah, we're looking at this house. It's been on the market for what, like 30 days. And in this market, wow, that you would think that there's something wrong with it. Well, let's just take a look at it. I'm assuming we haven't taken a look at it yet, because once we see it, you might just fall in love with it. It could be like a location problem that most people don't want to deal with, but that you would be fine, you know, having. So let's go take a look at it. Kind of cut script, but I just wanted to say that, like, with my sister's property up in Phoenix, that was the exact problem. And so I'm sorry I like went to that answer, but it was on a major street and everybody else had a problem with that, but she was okay with the overall condition of it. So I guess there's those 3 things, like location, condition, and price. Are those the 3 things that like people might have problems with?
2 things that dictate the sale of a house, and that's the condition and the price. Because if it's in a bad location, you price accordingly. If it's in a bad condition, you price accordingly. So on and forth. Now, That's great. I loved it. I like that you went with it at historical reference, something you did before, so that was good. Who else wants to give it a shot?
Number
Well, I would
six.
have just maybe thrown in, hey, let me call the agent and see what's been going on with it, because a lot of times they'll just spew, and that way you're kind of taking care of your client
Mhm.
ahead of time.
We're all still staying in the negative frame of mind about it, because let me call and see what's wrong with it. Let me see what's going on. I sold a house, and this is history around the corner from my house here. I sold a house on the market for 56 days. Nothing was wrong with the house. It was beautifully perfect. It was in contract twice.
Mm.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it might have just
The agent never took it off the market, never put it active contingent, nothing, just let the ticker go.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's fallen in and out a couple times, and that just adds up.
So that's the thing. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I completely understand. You're right. This is a hot market. There are tons of houses that are moving quickly. Let's go check this one out for ourselves and make our own opinion about it. When we're there, we'll find out if it is indeed a conditional issue. I'll make sure I communicate with the listing agent and find out if I can get any information from them. When do you want to check it out, today or tomorrow?
Mm.
Right?
Yeah, I've used that. Sometimes it's on, falls out at no fault of the house. Someone's financing might have fallen through.
And it can become an opportunity for your buyer, like, oh, this, you can like price, what offers, whatever,
Yeah, it's another term. This house has been on the market for a while. It might be right for a little.
Ah.
So I love it. Good job. All right.
Like
Go
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
ahead. Steven,
No.
pick a number between 1 and 15. And if you pick one, I'll tell you no, you can't have that number.
9.
9. You're at open house and someone says, I like the house. I'm just not serious about buying right now.
That's awesome. I understand it. But you guys really like the house, correct?
Yes.
Good. Well, at least we know we got something that like speaks to everything that you're looking for. If this one's not quite right, we can always look at another one if you'd like.
Yeah, we're just not serious about buying right now.
Absolutely. Well, I already have their information. Can I get your email? I can continue to send you other listings.
No, I'd rather not give you it.
Sure. If you would like, I can just, give me your number, I can text you.
So the one thing, I'm gonna break script right there because I wanted to challenge you to it. It was gonna be difficult. We don't want to ask for permission when we have contact information. Notice between the scripting and
Okay.
so others did, please give me your email or may I have your email? I'll say, no, I told him, tell me. It was a command, embedded command. Tell me your email. Well, I don't want to give you my email, but instinctively, I commanded her to do something. She's like, you have my phone number. Great. Would you mind if do you want me to send text messages and information that way? So when you're talking to someone who's like, hey, no, we're not serious buyers right now, that's fantastic. And I love that you're like, you like the house, all right? So what was it about this house that stood out most? What caused you to start looking in the first place? What made you stop by? You may not be that serious and that's okay, but those things change.
And then when do you think you might be looking to buy? Right?
Like people won't even know that answer when they're not that serious. They just stop by an open house.
Yeah.
Something. But we got to ask that question. It's important to ask what piqued your interest? What caused you to come out of your way and stop? Guys, we will not even take laundry to the laundry room unless we absolutely have to, even if it's on the way where we're going, let alone stop at an open house and look if we're just wasting time. So there's got to be some type of interest, even though they say that there's no interest. I'm not interested at all. We want to make sure we have that conversation. Steven, thank you so much for stopping by today. What do you think of the house? It was great. I loved it. We're just not interested in buying right now. That's okay. A lot of my clients stop in and start looking around and then get real interested real fast. What caused you to stop by? That's fantastic. Well, and then go on wherever the conversation goes to. Great. Steve, I appreciate talking to you. I'd love to get to know you some more. Tell me your phone number. Awesome. What's the best email address for you? Notice it's not asking for permission. I'm alluding to they're going to give it to me anyways. Usually you can get that information. How about this? When the time comes and you're ready to make a better decision towards buying a house, I want to make sure you're most informed as possible. I'll send you some information that'll be super helpful. I don't spam people. I don't have time for it. So, but if you need some help, I'm here for you. I don't want to smother you with information, but I want to make sure that you're well informed.
And then that answer that they give you once you ask what make you stop and come in, it can trigger whatever, you know, it can trigger your next question, like go from there, right?
Absolutely, and that's important. Is that when you're talking scripting, and I want to touch on this very, very broadly. When you're talking scripting, it's not always about having the golden line. It's understanding the volley of the conversation. What, how, and who questions. You know, who made you stop by today? Who are you thinking about live in this house? Who do you know that I can talk to about buying or selling real estate? You know, what made you stop by? What makes you say that? Hey, that's a curious statement. You know, what do you mean by that? Tell me more. It's understanding that we have to have these small trigger terms in our head to create more relational conversation. Raise your hand.
Can you throw out some how questions?
Raise your hand. Have you ever got a phone call from a robocaller, like one of those call centers, and they literally are reading off a piece of paper? Like you're turned off as soon as they get to the second word. Go ahead, Miss Stephanie.
Okay, could you rattle off some how questions like you just did with your what questions?
How often do you stop by open houses? How many houses have you stopped by and looked at? How often do you think about moving? How long have you lived in Tucson? How long did you live at the last place? What information am I getting off of those two questions? How long have you lived in Tucson and how long did you live blank? And, you know, how long did you live in Tucson? Where did you live before that? Well, what made you move? I'm looking for life triggers that create that need for housing.
Oh.
Oh, I lived in Tucson about 2 years. I was in Phoenix for 2 years, and I was Denver for 2 years, and I was in Washington for 2 years. What am I seeing?
Pattern of moving. Are you
not every 2 years? How long have you been in Tucson? Oh, coming up on 2 years. Oh, so you may be thinking, I'm thinking to myself, you might be making a moving decision soon. So even if he's not serious, the thing is okay. Now I ask, what makes you move so often? Military, job, wife, career, boredom.
Dan, we've also been given the script, something like, well, I work with people at all stages of the buying process. Just if people are just starting, you know, how people start, I'm just starting to look. And then can we also ask them, hint at, is there any concern about your credit score? Do you need any help there? Or resources for?
Yeah, it's all part of the conversation. You know, Ms. Mara, that's great. I absolutely love that you're just starting to look. I work with all kinds of clients, those that need a house yesterday and those that are a couple years out. You know, what caused you to start looking?
Yeah,
right. Go into conversation.
Yeah, to say, oh, I'm not in a hurry now. I help people for years.
I'm here to advise. I'm a trusted advisor in the community of real estate. I'm a professional real estate consultant. My job is to consult people on how to handle real estate transactions. So it's super important that we understand the question and volume. All right, we got time for one more randomly. Who wants to give it a run?
I'll do it.
I do. Oh.
What number are you picking?
Who's going?
You are, Jacob.
8.
Number 8. Ooh, I like this one. You're working with a seller and they say, you know what, we're not ready to sell until we know we can buy another house. Right now, it's super hot and there's not a lot of inventory. We don't want to sell our house until we know we can buy another one.
Until you know you can buy another one?
Yeah.
Well, we could always put a clause in the listing of the house saying that you can't sell the house until you move into your next house.
Okay.
Isn't that a thing?
No.
Oh, I thought that was a thing.
That actually is a determination of the lender if they're able to qualify for the second home while the first one's still being active. So who wants to give it a stab? I'll volunteer.
This is why I don't work with sellers yet.
Yes, you will though. Well, Jacob, I can understand you don't want to put your house on the market until you know you can find the next house to move into. You're right. The market is super hot right now, so I have no problem in getting your house on the market and ready. I do, however, share the same concern in getting you into the next home. Now, based on what you told me in the next house, I've got a couple of options for you. Why don't we go check those out, get an idea if this is the right house for you. If we want to submit an offer on them, then we'll just get your house ready to list right away, and we'll do the deals at the same time. That way you're just selling one house and buying another in the same transition, and you're not having any delay.
I like that.
So I hope you guys are learning stuff from these scripts calls. I don't do it for my vanity. Y'all know I don't need help with that. I'm doing it to help y'all out. So I'm going to find some more of them. Do you guys like this format? Do you like the random? I got a couple of head shakes.
Yeah.
This is awesome, Dan.
Larry's
You
reading
saw
for
the
me.
need for that and you adjusted.
So I will get some more. If you have others that you want to throw on the list, and it'll be a growing list, and we'll just keep. Even if I have to do a random number generator, we just hit a number and it'll tell you what objection. But if you guys have objections that you want to work on that are personal to you, that you've dealt with or you've had some troubles with, or scripts that will help you in any aspect of your real estate or professional careers, hell, even if it's relational, I can still help you. I got scripts for everything. Just call me the doctor of real estate. I was thinking about that this morning. I was wondering, how do I get my PhD in real estate so they can call me the doctor of real estate? I think that'd be great. Other than that, guys, it is Wednesday. Happy 6th of January. You are almost a week into your new year. What have you done with your lives? Go do something great. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, different shirts. Go do something great.
There a team meeting?
I
don't
It's
know.
not on the list.
Not on the list. That's a really good question.
It's not on the one KWSA site.
Yeah, I didn't think I saw it. That's why I'm asking.
Let me before I
not, maybe.
before I kick you guys out of here, let me text Jay, because he's been emailing me back pretty quick.
Maybe they'll text us. They usually text us at the last minute to join or not join.
All right, all partners and staff. I don't have anything on the one KWSA website.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Just want to make sure.
Yes, if they got something, hang out just for a second, see if Jay texts me back, and if we go longer than a minute, then I'll say I don't know, and then.
I thought it was like a special link because maybe not everybody's supposed to be getting on. That's why I thought it was.
No special links. Okay, yeah, no response, guys, and hopefully we hear something soon.
Okay.
Have a great morning.
Thanks.